Yeah. You can make her work, but like this day, you really have to make a super specific and time frames for rotation to the close to perfect. Really? Really? Cam link. Boom. There we go. I'll be lurking for like an hour? Hell yeah, dog. I was using Ningguan when I was opening up the treasures because she shows where you get the little mining nodes on the map. So I had her out. Okay, so what is Genshin? It's like an action RPG with, I don't know, exploration. And anime waifus. That's basically what it is, right? Run. Yeah, run away. Don't look back. It's a bit like Breath of the Wild with anime girls. Yeah, pretty much. They don't make it easy to find this even when I'm subbed.
Mora doesn't grow on trees.
Lamau, the YouTube thumbnail. Thank you. You like that? Leave while you're an innocent child. Breath of the Wild always had anime girls, though. Yeah, like the fish guy. Is that an anime waifu? I don't think so. I bought the, what's it called? Oh yeah, the Welkin Moon. I bought the Welkin Moon. I'm getting very intrigued by the, it's a good spend? Yeah. I'm getting very intrigued more and more by the card game. I wish it gave, like, the monthly tournaments and stuff. I wish they gave fucking primos, man. Like, seriously. Alright, let's see how close I am. I'm at 1183 to do a tenner. I mean, you're not part of the 12 people that play the card game? It's interesting. I like it. I like it. Supernova! Welcome in. What should we do first here? Look at the battle pass. It's a card game in Genshin, or are we talking about a different game? There's a card game in Genshin. I'll show you a quick view of it. I'm not going to play a game, but I'll show you what this... Wait, how do I get to the... Oh, I have to do it in my inventory to show you my cards. Talk to the cat? No, I was trying to get to this right here. Here's my decks. And you put a character as your main. You have like 3 characters, and then you build the deck around the characters. And then these are the cards in my deck up here, and then these are the ones I can choose from. And then you can unlock card backs for them. Or no. Basically, this is the foil version of this card that I got. I have the normal, dynamic, and lustrous. Is Ganyu still the meta in the card game? But I don't know the meta. Sheilanin has a card? Yeah, she does. I played against her. She has a weird thing where she creates a... There's an event you put down, and then it makes a +1 weapon you can attach multiple ones to a character repeatedly. It was pretty crazy. She was buffing up her character with her and hit me for like 10 damage in one attack. It was pretty crazy. Card game made me start Genshin? Oh, really? Reminds me of FF8 in the card game. It's a little more in-depth than the Final Fantasy card game. But there's... all these characters have their own card, basically. So I already got Shilonin. But Barbara, she's the main. Anyways, let's get out of here. I said that before you showed me the cards. I was thinking about the card game within a game. Oh, Okay. Okay. I always wondered why, like, they didn't do that with World of Warcraft and, like, Hearthstone. Like, why can't you play Hearthstone in World of Warcraft? Like, you're in the queue for the raid or something like that? I don't know, dude. Because I still love Hearthstone. It's been a long time since I played Hearthstone. Long time. They lazy as hell? Oh, I see. I see. Slum and slip into the devs' DMs? I'm sure they've heard it a trillion times. I'm sure. I play decks with just cast random spells from the entire game's card pool. Man, it was so long ago when I played, but I was playing a priest deck or something like that. It was pretty fun. But then I stopped playing it because the Elder Scrolls one came out that was kind of like Hearthstone, and I like the lore of Elder Scrolls better. And I played that, and then they pulled the plug on it, so that sucks. But whatever. They heard it as much as Genshin devs heard artifact loadouts, and they will never add it. Yeah, why wouldn't they do artifact loadouts? Another huge miss. Anyways, whatever. Let's see here. What do we want to do? Because they lazy as hell? They just want the players to do it on their own? They do besides the only thing I can think of? Maybe. How do I ban this shitty fuck on Kick? Just delete it. They would rather add a search bar in your mail menu? Yeah. Yes, they have a search bar in your mail menu? Yeah, I saw that.
Even if an antique
Yeah, like why?
is priceless.
Like I really have to read this letter I got from Shilaunen? Anyways, whatever. Whatever.
Brings lasts for only the moment that you obtain it.
I guess I should fight a boss.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
It's been so long. You have no idea how much crash out the search bar did for the community? It was probably easy to implement, so that's probably why they did it. That's probably why they did it. The Stone Stele Records? No. But no one asked for it? Yeah, but it was probably very easy to implement. Like, super easy. Mosh. What's going on, dude? Oops. What is up, my dude? Jesus, what the fuck? Oh, Mosh! Thank you. Appreciate it. That scared the shit out of me. That scared the shit out of me. I just re-need. See that? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. 3 need. So many knees. Unresolved chess game. The fudge? Oh, is this for, Is this for the new lady? Oh shit, and my first badge is back. Hell yeah, dog. Yeah, the first badge has gotta be for the subs. That's the new quest? Okay. I see. Let's confront Storm Terror. But time to be the meta cuck for the fight, I guess. Level 90, spooky. Oh, I guess I didn't have to choose her. Choose the party. Oh my gosh. How's everybody's day been treating them today? Anyone gaming right now? Just had to yell something weird at my cat. What was your cat saying? Being a weirdo.
My royal, burn it down.
Bow your head. Let the mighty be humbled.
Oh, no reaction going. No, no! Did I get him? Oh, he's got like 1 hit point. He's behind me rubbing on me and I just yelled, "Stop rubbing on my butt." Oh. Sad you didn't one phase? Yeah, I know. He's got like 1 hit point. Did he just kill himself? Or did he damage me?
Stabilize.
How rude.
Solidify.
This is why there's no moving gameplay. Let's touch the Trounce Blossom. Gladiator's Destiny. And nothing else of value. I just aim and shoot. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I don't think I can beat this fool. Or was it the Fontaine one? I think the Fontaine one is the one I couldn't beat. I think it was Fontaine that I couldn't beat. Or one of these two, Natlan or Fontaine. I can help you? Alrighty. That's the Hwale, is it not? The Hwale! Let me look at my send me a request. Yeah, just give me a second here. Maybe I won't do that one. Maybe I'll do a different one. See who we can elevate a little more. Sitlali. My B-Day is coming up soon in 3 weeks. Ooh, any birthday plans? Oh, wait. Me too? You start first by deleting Genshin? No, 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 no. Fake news. Nope.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
See, I would do that, but I am too connected. Tank came hard out of nowhere. He always comes too hard. Originally I had plans to visit my bestie IRL, but now I'm just going shopping. Be turning 20, big 23, eh? Okay. It's the only way to help Curb with this game. No, I'm good. I don't need your help. You dirty bitch. I keep forgetting Super is post 9/11. Yeah. Okay, I think I want to beat up the Lord of the Eroded Primal Fire. You can come along for that if you'd like. This won't start it, it'll take me to it? No, maybe it won't. Oh, do I have to, like, open up my world again? If you want Genshin but with guns and even more degenerate outfits, you gotta try Snowbreak. I already got that. It's called The First Descendant. How do I open it back up? I can't remember. Co-op mode. There we go. According to my mom, it's anime First Descendant with more degenerate outfits then. I'm good. I guess I'm Nouvelette with Mavwika. Welcome to my world.
Melusines are beautiful creatures.
Melusine. I cannot use quick challenge in co-op mode?
Be sure to befriend them and cause them
Where the fuck
many
is this? Stone
harms.
Stele Records in Natlan? I don't even know where it is. What's the carnival to get my uncle to come home when 9/11 happened? D-Carnival Evaluation event. Oh, damn it. Where is this fool? Is this him? That's the Cuckosaur. It is this one? What are we doing? Dragon! Try to beat up this fool. Is this the one? Let me look.
Water comes in many flavors.
Is it for
to be
leveling it up?
discernible.
No, it's for the...
Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure.
I want this.
While water from Liyue
Lord of
has an
Eroded
impure
Primal Fire.
aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile,
No, this isn't
has
it.
a rich and complex flavor profile.
It's the Force Close Epic Games on my computer. That's the weekly boss.
Fully appreciate it.
Exploration and trials.
I fought this fool before. He
Adventuring
just...
is right up my alley.
He just clapped my cheeks. Wait, is this it over here? Wait, what is this pointing at? No, that's not it. You have to finish all the Archon quests in Natlan first? I swear I fought this fool before. Oh, maybe I can quick do it, but I can't do a quick do it because it won't let me do a quick do. It won't let me quick start it. That must be why. How sad. Okay, well, let's see. What should I do next then instead? None of these need it. I already got 2 hoofs. Oh, I could do this. He's in the Dragon... Triz! The Dragon Island. I don't even know where the Dragon Island is. This island over here?
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine.
Instead
I
of
believe I will
confining
continue
themselves to the
take pride in
heavens,
fulfilling my
God
duties.
should broaden their
Everybody's
horizons in
talking
the
at
world
me.
below.
I don't need anything for her yet. Seems you've yet to finish? No, I've never done anything in Natlan, so that's no surprise there, really.
Melusines are beautiful creatures.
Oh, the Melusines are beautiful creatures.
Be sure to befriend them.
Burst forth.
Cause them no harm.
Spurs. I got Iscoffier and already and C2 IFA. Heartless Scavenger. Heartless Avenger. No ovaries spotted? No ovaries is here for sure.
Come into being.
Prune, if you didn't notice, it does not. I did not notice. It does not show up on. Whoa! Why am I in the sky? All right, let's just. Can we? I cannot use. Will not let me use any of these quick challenges. There we go. Heartless Avenger. Thank you for the follow. We want to see you pull. Did someone redeem for a pull? Who redeemed for one wish? Oh, Tank? Okay. After we do these battles here, we're gonna do this one. Will you just get slurped in here? Shiny, are you ready for this? Yeah, I saw the wish.
I see the value in my own work. But
For
I
whom?
also
Just
see the meaning
to
in
do.
all
How about a
the
quick break
endeavors of
so
the
I can
people of
sketch this
Fontaine.
beautiful scenery?
Save my
I believe
primos
I
for
will
Inazuma
continue to
Chronicles.
Take pride in fulfilling my duties.
I'm just doing it just to do it.
Here's to a life where the drinks keep flowing and the Mora keeps
Make it
rolling.
2? Oh shit, we got double wishes, baby. Once I do one more boss after this, we'll do the 2 wishes. Heck just did it 2? Which 2? So, what wishes do you want me to do? Well, Tank, I'll let you look. But heck, which one do you want me to do? Your primos, your choice? Well, I actually don't have the primos. It's gonna be my real dollars. I've yet to pull a Chi-Chi. I saw someone last night pulling for Escoffier.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while
Going
Waterfall's
Oh,
into
right.
trance is risky for
Sorry,
most
Heck.
people. So
in Inazuma.
She was pulling for the new girl and she pulled a Chi-Chi. I was like, oh my god. What a nightmare. I'm gonna show you what a 5-star banner can do. Have I fought this guy before? I give my wish to Heck. Ow, my body! My body!
The tide's beckoning.
Feeble human.
I have fought this guy. I remember fighting him now.
I am the all-knowing God.
Wait, you got a machine gun? How do I get a machine gun? I don't know how to fight this guy.
Gather. Burn to oblivion. Bow your head.
I remember fighting him, but I don't remember at all what I'm supposed to do.
Solidify.
Did I miss? When am I supposed to hit him with one of these?
Reality is pain.
Are you fighting an EVA unit? I don't know what I'm doing. Dying.
Burn to oblivion! Stabilize. Good riddance, cruel world.
That cannot be good.
Bow your head.
Delicate as silk.
Solidify.
Does this guy not count as a boss or an enemy or something?
Possible.
Grinding for gear?
Stabilize. Settle down. Let the mighty be humbled.
Let the mighty be humbled, they say. Oh. I got some sort of achievement. Well, thank you for destroying that guy for me, because I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. This is what a mobile Diablo game should look like. Boss fights, teams, etc., etc. The Gladiator's Intoxication. Just use my shotgun. Oh, I got a dream solvent. Nice, nice. Co-op boss kill first time. Oh, is that what that was? Alright, let's go just destroy another one to use my other half off. My half off deal. Oh yeah. Inazuma. Inazuma. Yeah, Inazuma. You got a billet? Oh, did I? I didn't even notice. I'm gonna make this interesting? Okay. The black one. Oh. I'm a support? I'm gonna sit here and buff you? Okay. Pixacat! Welcome back. I'm on PC. Nice.
I see the value.
We're just messing about. Oh,
You're trembling.
not used
Is
to
it
the,
cold or just cowardice? Into the frozen void.
Rude. Oh, wait.
Order guide.
Testable.
Does buff mean something else?
Stabilize.
It means, like, increasing my power levels.
Be sanctified.
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for
Solidify.
transgressors.
Bow your head.
Am I even doing any reaction here? No. How am I getting buffed? From, Shiny. Shiny's in here. Blessing me with
Down.
nothing. Under the table. Table Jesus.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Oh, there's a butterfly over here.
Zari's benevolence has no place for
You have to actually pick it up. I thought it would just become into your inventory. It's so icy in here. Oops. I fucked that up. Ow!
I will have order.
Dance, my pretties.
Stabilize.
Yeah.
I've forgotten all the techniques.
Bow your head.
Damn, I missed. She's all on fire. It's burning up.
Gather.
Where'd she go? Lady, that was rude.
I never asked for redemption.
I'd never ask for redemption. Her boss theme is so peak. Wanderer's String Kettle. 2 molten moments. Nice. Furina Squad 2 strong. That was not on purpose. No worries. Well, thank you for the boss fighting. I appreciate it. I need to go do some wishes now, so... Movie girl like your ass on fire, like your ass on... Move girl like your ass on fire. Exactly. I got lucky with Navia, Nifa, so now I'm waiting for second phase. Lindsay! Just got back just in time for gambling. I got 2 wishes. Look at that curb is broken. He sold the boss. I was just standing there. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Oh dear. Exactly. You soloed the boss? Okay now. Thank you. I don't know about all that. The buffing broke curb? I guess so. Alright. It's time to wish. I've been... Two wishes were redeemed, so we're gonna do 2 wishes. I was the extra luggage? Oh, is that what it was? Okay. Let's go to the wishing spot. Oh yeah, I also need to get Barbara out, of course. I made the HP of the boss 2 times. Barbara. I pulled a Barbara. What do you think of Furina? I mean... I don't really... I mean... I like the character, but I don't know much about pretty much any character except Barbara and Kooky and John Lee and Nouvelette, and that's about it. You met her, didn't you? Yes. Since you did part 1 of the quest? Yes. BP level 3. So we're gonna do 2 wishes here. Let's see. She's the perfect partner for Nouvelette. Yeah. I never got her. Wait, I wanted history, lady. There we go. Some personal deeds? No, 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 no. I was just looking at the history. La chanson, French for the song. Oh, there we go. Shilonen. So since there, I've gotten 15 pulls in. I'm gonna do bosses with Curb again next time to be a lazy person just to stand there. Okay, all right. We're gonna do the cherry chef. Is chanson the cherry? If you're gonna do more co-op, I'm free. I might try and join. We'll see how it goes. Here we go. First wish. Waifu Gordon Ramsay? Yes! Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers. Hell yeah! Just kidding. And then... Wish 2. Busted! Yes, she's based off of a real chef. 2 wishes got me jack shit. Jacques shit. Anyways. Those were the 2 redemptions. We took care of business over there. No, Barbara! I didn't want her to fall off quite yet. Auguste Escoffier. Oh god. Barbara. Grab onto this. What is this telling me? Oh, Nouvelette is maximum friendship. What a guy. You got his name card? Yep. Yep. Put it as your profile? I think I'm cool with my profile I got. I got this cool official Night Raven one that I'm using. Maybe I'll switch it to Barbara. There we go. World #1 Barbara DPS. It says it in my profile. It's gotta be true, right? It's gotta be true. Defeat Shoku no Kami, the Prodigal, in co-op mode. 10 primos! Chanson in French means song, so she's a cherry song. My name card's kinda a flex name card. Can I look at it? Check information. Oh, what is this, a Natlan one? Characters at maximum friendship, 29. Total achievements, 1,326. If you go to my name card list, there it is. Obtained from the Realm of Tempered Valor event. See the old name cards you can't get anymore? Oh, I see. Well, you know what we're gonna do now? It's time for that ocean-hued clam. Take over the world? That too. Narf. Oops. Wait, I thought I could look at it here. Oh yeah. There we go. Good luck you got this? I should hope so. The question is will I get a drop that's worthwhile from it? I think so, 9 arsons, but are we going to find rubber pants our size? Nope, you're not.
Solidify.
Light it up.
Silence.
Light it up, fool.
Let the mighty be humbled.
You gotta hang the name of the first redemption? I gotta change the name of the first redemption? I don't know, but Bobby earned it. Bobby earned it.
Settle down.
Where'd he go?
The tides beckon.
Haven't seen Bobby in months. What world level am I? 8, I think. Have you eaten the prune I just redeemed? No, I haven't. Almost at max, I see. Maybe I'm 7. Wait, I might be 7. I might be 7. I think I'm 7, actually. I think Colteen has redeemed it more. Yeah, but Bobby did it like... something like 30 times in a row.
Burn it down.
Time to do some damage, I guess.
Be sanctified.
Be sanctified, lady.
Stabilize.
Records are meant to be broken. Yeah, if someone gets that many in a row, for sure.
Bow your head.
I'll change it. Oh, I can't look at my level in here right now. The Plume of Luxury. Flower of Life. Song of Life. I got fucked. I got fucked 3 times in a row right there. You see that? Oh, I left. God damn it. I had 1 more condensed resin. Oh yeah, I'm world level 7. I'm world level 7. I figured it was 7 because I was trying to... I can't even remember who. Someone was trying to get me to join their game to... Oh, it was, Sneaky Man Tim. I was gonna get join his world to do something, and I couldn't join because his world level was 9, and I needed to be at least 8 to have a world level similar.
The tides beckon. Gather.
Gather!
Burn it down.
There we go. Yikesy poo. Oops. What did we get? Deep Palace's Plume. And the Sea-Dyed Blossom. I don't think any of those are working too good for what I gotta do. Oh well, whatever. Oh, if you're going for DPS, those are a bit mediocre. Yeah. What did I get? Alright, let's go make some more condensed resin. Whoops. Oh boy, I'm grinding for Raiden artifacts, and no, I'm not fishing for the catch. That's when you have to fish out of the water for Raiden. Fishing is peak, though. That's why I have deathmatch for Lindsay.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
That's what I have
Welcome to the
deathmatch
Adventurers
for
Guild.
Lindsay. Oops, I get it.
Thank you
I
for
read it
completing-
wrong.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
And extra applesauce. Hello again! Welcome in. How are you? I'm gonna have to do a bunch of ley lines still to do this. Oh, 10 furnishing should be done by now. Let's go do that. In my trash. I should switch. I mean, I want to get the other one before I start building my village. I want the
This
underwater
realm is
one. No. Not switch realm. The under is Fontaine rep? I think so. Realm Depot? I already bought that. I do have Deathmatch, but I'm saving it for Sino.
If you ever
Maybe?
have any,
Actually, he should tell me here if I talk to him.
this realm is.
Swirling Isles, I think, is that one, right? Obtain swirling scene in a bottle to unlock. Purchase from Riches of the Realm. Yeah, it looks like coins. Where do you buy the Riches of the Realm? Oh, here we go. It's not in my list. Oh, wait, there it is. Can be exchanged after completing Lies Cast Shadows under Gathered Lights. So that's a quest in Fontaine. Pixie Cat! Just gonna chat on Twitch? Yeah, no worries. I don't think I have this mission. Lies Cast Shadows under Gathered Lights. It's saying story quest. Oh, so eventually if I just play through the Fontaine story, I'll eventually get to it?
If you ever have any.
Fragile resin. That's for story and yeah? Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to look at this here. Whoa, can I join the team? I haven't done any of these yet.
Are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to be friendly and cause them no harm.
What quest was I working on before? Was it this one? No. I got so many quests. Oh my god.
Water comes in many flavors.
No,
to the
don't tell me about
discerning palate.
water.
Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring
Wait, it still thinks I'm in
aftertaste.
co-op mode?
In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex
Oh, because I'm
flavor
in the
profile.
pot. Oh my god.
It must be savored patiently to fully
Come on, game.
appreciate it.
Let's be serious. Well, rather than do those events or whatever, let's progress some story in the old fountain zone. Fontaine. How hard is it going to be for me if I decide to use Barbara in Fontaine? I guess we're going to find out. I think they warn you before boss fights? Oh, really? Okay. Not too bad except for the hydro manifestations. Alright, let's see if I've got any ocean-hued clams I can use here. Attack. HP. Actually, I don't remember anything about her. So... it's based... she wants high HP. Yeah. HP and healing bonus, even though she's DPSing. And crit for DPS. Well, that's crit damage plus crit rate. Let's equip that one. Hydro damage bonus. Well, this is staying on here. The Wanderer's Troop. Unless I've got one, a Pearl Cage. That's hydro damage bonus. Healing bonus. Damn. Healing bonus does affect DPS with Clam, but that's more bubble pop damage and not personal damage, yes. It's only 5.4%. I mean, it's nothing really. Elemental Mastery, Energy Recharge, HP. Energy Recharge, ATK, HP, YOLO. It's time to enhance, I think. This is already enhanced to maximum power. Actually, maybe I have a different hydro bonus one that I can give her. Wait. No, that's like my best hydro bonus one. Oh, are they sorted by type? No, they're not. Is there a way to... oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh. Okay, we'll keep it like that. Enhance. Oh, shit. Defense, boo. Defense again? different type of defense. Let's take it to 12. Defense again. The triple defense? Yowzer. ATK? That's okay, I guess. ATK. And HP. You don't need defense for her? Oh, I know. ATK. Crit rate. That's alright. HP. I'm not gonna max these things out, really. Defense! Oh my god. The moment you realize Mavwika doesn't need energy recharge because she does not use it, but one of your artifacts is energy recharge and everything rolled into it, and it's your only option. I'm back with cake and milk for the party. Ooh! Numbers. Energy recharge. Alright, well, they kind of were shit, but whatever. And the Widsith is rank 70. I can't ascend it. I guess I should be trying to get some of these boys. Well, I can craft 6 of them. Maybe I'll do that right now. Is there a, crafting? Oh, look at that. What kind of cake did you get? Imagine drowning right there. Fables of Fontaine, the Two Musketeers. Oh wait, this is not what I wanted. Tiramisu and oat milk? Oh. Oh, you can buy a diagram here. I mean, tiramisu cheesecake after this one? Good lord. That's not what I wanted right there. Is this... No, wait. Then... What are you eating? Cake pops? Is that what it is? Is the alchemist table where I go to make things? Yes. Character talent material? No. Extreme sadness when you realize that the new Archon quest is barely voiced and only 2 of the main characters are voiced. Did 30 pills and got nothing useful? You played in Japanese? Normal attack. Bonus! Someone has found the cheat code? Exactly. No bonus. Huzzah! Now I need 6 of those fools. I don't think I can make 6 of those. I can make 2. I can't get any today. Tomorrow, maybe. Alright, well, she's slightly better now. Okay. Quest time, I think. Ooh, I finished one of these? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. 30 levels. Boom, 20 primos. Oh, there's another one at 60 levels. They really want you to just throw away all your resources.
I wonder when I'll be as
Okay. This is the one I'm trying to do right now, right? City of Rains and Remembrance. Teleport to the Opera Epiclese. There we go. I don't think I have any sigils, but we can take a look. No, I need 13 more. She's all tuckered out. Enter the opera house. Let's do it. Wait, is this Linny?
Traveler and Paimon, good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
Yep.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time.
He's got one single tear
started
tattoo
entering the venue yet,
because of
which
one of his
means
dead
now
homies.
is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets.
Ooh, the tickets, eh? Paimon's excited.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Damn, VIP treatment here.
Ooh, front row seats. Thanks, Linny.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Thank you.
Hey, Lenny, could you come over here and take a look at this?
Paimon's just got to be included.
I'll
She has
be
no
right
idea
there.
what's actually going on.
Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny.
Go to the seats arranged by Linny.
Go, Barbara, go.
Damn, we're the first ones here? Pretty freaking eager.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Barbara.
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Paimon doesn't sit. Who's this guy? Never met this guy before. Who is this guy?
Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us.
Linny is
Since
fun
we're
to play,
sitting
but I keep.
together and the
But
rest
I'd be
of the
forgetting
place
that he
is
needs a
practically
shielder.
empty still. It's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
I've really only played with, basically, Traveler, Barbara, Kooky, Shangling. Nouvelette. What the hell? Eggs Benedict?
Hello, my friend. I hope you are doing well.
Oh, what?
I'd like to leave you with a quote for when times get tough. I hope you keep winning the battles you don't talk about, for the strong person you are meant to become is within your reach.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you, Eggs Benny. Appreciate it. That was unexpected? Yeah, it was definitely unexpected. That's crazy, like... Just coming in, dropping... I'm glad I could help, friend. Thank you, Eggs Benedict. That was very surprising. Man, that time with my gun you charge shot, that spooked me. Thank you, Mr. Benedict. Exactly. I should put a Mr. on his name. Put some respect on his name. What was I even saying before I got distracted? Oh. I was listing off the characters I've used. Nouvelette, John Lee, Mavwika, and Fischl. That's basically it that I've used. Really.
Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse
I have to
me,
go now, but I wish
did
you
not
nothing but
realize
joy and
you felt
happiness for your
awkward.
future.
I
Thank
am
you, Eggs
terribly
Benedict.
sorry.
I appreciate it.
I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk. But what should we talk about?
Old Nouvelette.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here.
God damn it,
early and
Paimon's
sitting
growing
with
on me?
friends. Are you a friend of Linny's
Never thought I'd
too?
see the day. Mosh!
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Friend with benefits with Linny?
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Vaudain.
I'm sorry, but Nouvelette is beautiful and polite. Yeah, he is both.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tibet. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet.
Nervilette? Whoa. What the fuck? Huh?
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you
What
here to see
the
my
hell?
show.
What the hell?
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my
What?
show.
Why is he saying it like that?
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
What did Tank say here? I hope your colon keeps winning the battles you don't talk about in the washroom, for the tasty prune you're meant to eat is within your reach. Oh, you gave me a prune? Mr. Nervillet.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
I guess the director stepped out of the rune. That's the sound of what the fuck? That's how you pronounce him? Nervillet? There's no R in his name.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervilette?
Nervillet? They got some weird pronunciations here in Fontaine.
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too
sounds
much
so
to say that
sensual.
he's the symbol of justice and honesty.
I'm eating
here
a
in Fontaine.
Bavarian smoky, a Bavarian salami right now. And it with the prune is actually fucking fire. It's so good.
Whoa! Sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to. There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
Bavarian
I believe
sausage?
she's
I didn't
trying
know
to give
Bob
you a
Gaming
most
was in town?
elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay
What
her
the
any more
hell?
attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Look at his top hat.
The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
Hell, Neuvillette was my first Hydro DPS, and I don't regret pulling from him. My first was Barbara, and I definitely don't regret pulling from him either. He's carried me through all the tough stuff.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Neuvillette.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epicles. I am the star
Epicles.
of today's show, Linny.
Linny and his
over
garter
here is my
belts.
sister Lynette, who will be working as my
Hit pity,
wonderful
sad, and got
assistant.
chef girl.
Please,
Hell
let's give
yeah.
her a
Nice.
warm welcome.
I'd like to get her too, but
Hello, everyone.
I don't want to go
I know
broke
she
doing
may
it.
seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show.
Oh
That
shit.
way, even
Does
the
someone
gods
steal
will
them?
be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real.
Yeah,
magic.
real magic. Okay.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll
She
be
just
stealing
falls
the
from above,
spotlight soon enough.
splat right on the
Oh,
ground.
and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say.
Oh, there's social
You never
distancing.
know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
The crowd was social distancing.
A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
Watch me as I make 12 glizzies disappear. Ta-da! Ta-da! It's less impressive in a video game than if it was in real life.
This isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
I'm sorry I had ads. Did you eat the third prune? When you wrote your little poem? What the fuck is he wearing? His
Using this
sister's
water
clothes?
tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely.
He's just a
Right before your very eyes.
stylish magician. Yeah, I ate it.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top.
Oh, they're creating drama.
Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on,
You said the prunes taste good with Bobby
An
sausage.
amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now.
Yeah, that was a good combo.
Luckily, it's
Stage
me on
magic with
stage,
Eddie Izzard.
So let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Oh, she's buck-ass naked now?
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
How did they do it? Color me impressed. How do they do it?
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything. Was
Illusion.
Inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
What a show.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking.
What a
To
show.
appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared.
He's getting quite the ovation.
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen.
Whoa, what was in his hat?
I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
Yes, I see
I'm
it.
sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this
Portals.
is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
Let's watch and see,
The
baby.
lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector.
Oh.
It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin.
What number do we get? Oh, BD.
Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a
Goner
little
or
cramped
Gooner?
inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself
Not
in the
Gooner. We're talking about
fortress of
entering boxes here.
Narrowkeep.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
She seems
All right.
thrilled.
Before I enter the magic box, there is
Empty
one more
audience?
thing I
No,
need to
this
ask
the
audience to
seats
do.
are spread
Could
out.
you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like.
There's
I
social
won't be able
distancing.
to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to
Damn,
know
some
when time is up.
anti-snuggling seating.
Oh,
Yep.
and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a
Sheesh.
tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
I'm sure Linny's prepared.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together.
Bitch, I can count.
Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right.
Cuddling
I'll
is
see
a
you all
rom?
on the other side once you finished counting.
Really? Brother, ugh. What's that, brother?
54, 53, 52? Huh? Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy
So
the
prim and
show.
proper.
Oh, alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something. 40, 39, 38!
Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above
Nuv
the
Tuku
audience.
Fusku.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
Bang.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
I don't like this magician. You don't like Linny?
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it. 25! 24! 23!
He offed himself? What was that? The sound of a trap door?
I can still hear you moving in there.
And that was him falling with a noose
Seems to have
around his neck?
accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19! 18! 17!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and
Someone just
change is
capped her in the
still
box?
plenty of time.
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Uh-oh. What an interesting costume. He looks like a slut.
What happened?
Is this part of the show?
Is this part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough. Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage.
Where'd the girl go?
As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications.
Yeah, exactly.
That it is
Phoenix,
connected
right?
with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Ooh.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
And to pull it off like this in front of the audience, including the Archon and Chief Justice.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Oh, really?
Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
Objection!
Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Linny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
You've been doing that a lot in Fontaine? Oh, really? He's a suspect at most.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linny and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said
Hold
it all.
on! Cop's got his punching fist at the ready? Exactly.
My dear people! But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Linny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
Oh yeah, didn't he do it so Paimon wasn't flying? She was a balloon or something like that?
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met. But with Linny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed. and as such, a trial is in order.
Why can't we just enter a nation without being dragged by the government?
Well,
Good question.
Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Yes, I am.
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases
Oh, wow.
and search for the truth.
The trial is the
Linney and his
next
troop
day.
are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
Okay. The magician is guilty just by his outfit and his garters. You know he did it because of his nylon stockings he's wearing.
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
This is the first time I had no clue to what to do.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if I can
I'm a
figure it
little
out.
shaken up myself.
Yeah, sussy outfit.
How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
It's hard to say. No, I'll say no.
Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion.
Excuse me.
I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And
Guilty
I don't know why
AF?
poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
But there's no denying what happened.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened.
What book?
Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Where'd you get those glasses? You know what? If I could get this cosmetic on Paimon for the rest of the game, that would be incredible.
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh? Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude.
He's
Feeling
wearing one
depressed
piece of
isn't
every
going to help
victim's
me now.
outfit, which is why it's
I
all
need
over
to
the
get back
place.
to my normal self.
Oh, yeah.
But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys.
That would be my evidence.
Thanks for that. We'll be
Circumstantial.
counting
Yes, thank you so much.
I won't let you down.
Yeah, just leave it to us.
She's got like the Pringles man mustache. That curly mustache.
Where did Lynette go during the performance?
on you. Oh, well... I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets.
Dude,
as
you're on
magicians.
trial for murder.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Excuse me.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case.
Detective Paimon.
Hello, officer.
Hello,
How's the
officer.
investigation going?
We're Linny and Lynette's attorneys.
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
No, he knew that when all this shit went down, Idiot Mon would want to defend him, and how the Traveler and Idiot Mon have a good track record against the state, so he rolled the dice knowing he could... Sorry, I sneezed. Knowing he'd get away with murder with their help. I see.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see.
Esmond.
The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
But why was Cowl inside?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then
yawned
burned
like
by the
100
pyrotechnics
times.
on stage, causing them to snap.
Might be an earlier
All these
stream
factors
ending
lining up
tonight,
so
we'll see.
perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Yeah.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, we met him an hour ago, but...
You can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
People can also be the most reliable evidence.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own
You're
good.
yawning because it's boring
Anyway,
AF?
You may
Nope.
investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
You can use the case record to confirm your current evidence and clue collection situation and sort case-related information. Holy fuck, it is like Ace Attorney. You can check it as yet undiscovered evidence and clues in the case record, then investigate the corresponding area to locate them. Use the perception skill to find evidence and clues that can be investigated within a certain race around yourself, so advance your overall progress. Guards investigation report. The investigation from the guards indicated that the fireworks launched at the tail end of the magic performance set the rope dangling to the water tank alight, causing the tank to fall and kill Cowl, who was within it. It seems evident that Linny is the likeliest user of the prop to commit a crime. However, the reason for the victim being Cowl and the reason for the lady's disappearance remain mysteries. Deceased's identity. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cowl. He was well trusted by all his colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. Examine the white line. So do I have to equip this Opera House switcheroo thing? Case records can be opened quickly while navigating a quest in investigation mode. How do I open it quickly?
Whoever the
Oh, like
murderer
that.
was, they must have made preparations well beforehand.
The investigation from the guards indicate that the fireworks launched at the oh, I already read this. Okay.
Why would it be?
Oh yeah, Paimon. She's still wearing the mustache.
Why would it be him? How strange.
Incredible. Examine the white line. This is where the magic box was struck. If Cal weren't inside the box at that moment, he might have dodged the falling water tank. Okay. What do we got here? Damaged magic box. The broken magic box was left on the scene after the guards completed their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must have struck it really hard. Okay. We got those two. Who's this guy? Maurice. What's Maurice got to say?
What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Could you tell us who she is?
Sure. It's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from
Halsey?
Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Wasn't Halsey in a movie we watched? What movie was she in? Maxine? No. Yeah, was it Maxine? Soy Batman?
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
I love the mustache.
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
Thanks for letting us
No
know
need to be
this.
so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us.
10-4, good buddy.
It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
10-4. Halsey is the missing person. She's a famous painter and came to watch the magic show in order to take a break from her own creative work. She's known to have been entangled in quarrels with any of the members of Linny's magic troupe. Paimon is Columbo. Just one more question. Oh.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to
Prune
fall.
time?
The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
Can you see the dead body? No. Just the outline. So either Linny didn't realize this was a safety concern, or...
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
And probably she ain't dead. Well, we saw the body. She didn't die. She just disappeared. We don't know where she went. But there was a dead body of Linny's assistant, Cowell, but we don't know why he was in the box.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material! Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
It seems to be flammable, like a type of flash cotton.
So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait! Why don't you write all this down? Let's take notes!
The rope was used to suspend the water tank. It suddenly broke when the fireworks were being launched on stage. The investigation has shown that the location where the rope snapped was made of flammable material. Who do we got? Isildur?
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
Why?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
I do remember that.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, The thud has become an important clue.
A clue, eh?
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that.
What?
And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
Wait, wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
Then wouldn't the water tank have started to swing a bit in that case?
Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
You must.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
During the switching performance, there was an audible thump that many audience members heard. We're audibly thumping. What do we got here? Looks like an ordinary box, but Lenny somehow moved instantly from the stage to being inside of it. How did he do that? How did he do it? Wait, what?
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Who's this?
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns.
Oh, is this
and
official?
pursue the truth. No. And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
No.
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia,
Oh,
have the honor
Navia.
of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
No one asked.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle.
Demoiselle.
Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that.
I will endeavor to use that instead.
No, no need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia
Alright,
is
I have to go
fine.
to the washroom. Sorry, everybody. I'll be back momentarily. Am I winning? Pee-pee caca time? I'm playing Phoenix Wright now. Ace Attorney.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're
God, my back is sore.
anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So you want me to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial
Oh, she's wearing a really short
My
skirt.
interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Did I imagine something like this all the way back in Mondstadt? No, but because of all of the events that I've played since I started playing, like one and done things they add to the game, I'm not surprised there's something like this in the game. Like, think of all, like, there was the auto battler, like, thing we did. There's, like, that breakout one that was just going on. Like, all these crazy things that are, like, one-time things you never tried again. So I'm not exactly surprised this is in here. She must have borrowed it from the magician. Maybe.
Really? We think so too. That's why we're looking.
Are we gonna tell them about the prop hunt event? There was a prop hunt event?
But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My
Oh, 3
unparalleled
times? So
intuition.
sometimes they come back?
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
Third time it was bad, second one was okay. Like, oh my god, it was the worst.
But that's not uncommon.
Like,
for
just
her.
bad, or
If you
like...
remember, the justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away.
Just bad? Was it easy to complete, though?
Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
It was, but it was not fun. Yeah, like that one auto battler one they had. I don't exactly remember how it worked, but I was like, damn, this should just be a mode that's in the game. Like they have the TCG, auto battler well as blood. I liked it. I thought it was fun. Could have been more fun. Well, yeah, of course, but I thought it was pretty good the way it was.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
It was so bland.
Well,
I thought it was
what's
interesting.
Your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking
I've never
her
really
doesn't
played
mean
one
that I'll
either, so-
blindly agree with her. All right, I've answered your question. Now it's time you answer mine.
How about this curb? Lay it on me.
Did that answer count?
Remember the shooting minigame with Davalin? What shooting minigame?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me.
I don't remember it.
In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a
Like
trial
you...
like it's not?
Oh, right at the start of the game? Oh my god. Yeah.
Well?
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall by the wayside. Sometimes something serious like a trial shouldn't be treated like entertainment.
See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be different.
A thing in leeway when we bargain for the prices? Yeah, I do, because I did some money. Yeah, I did. I had money left over.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact.
Melus.
And if that can be done, boss, then
I love this 2 side characters.
All right, that's quite enough, Malus.
Wait, are these the 2 guys on the new card
Colors.
for the TCG? Or is it these 2 guys?
Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Yevli!
Well, I can be the assistant.
How was
Sure.
the stream?
Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
Also, I love Navi's character. I did use her in the boss fight earlier, which destroyed the boss. Yes. How am I? I'm good, thank you. A bit tired.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's
My chat was very
intuition will
quiet
be
on YouTube. No one
instrumental in
talked.
uncovering the truth.
Sometimes that ways it bees. Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite
16
the
viewers
talker, aren't you,
lurking?
mister?
Oh, interesting.
And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, alrighty then.
So did you get to level 1000, Yevly? How many levels can you get to in that game?
Making some preparations first.
985?
Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lenny's tricks.
That's crazy. So now I want to see if that Navi's 5-star wicket is the only axe in the game. Oh, interesting. Is there a way to look at cards you don't have in here? Invalid. I can't use these ones. You can see it in the weapon banner. I saw someone with over 5K. Da fudge. Oh, yeah. Pretty cool. So there's no way to look at a card. It's a fork? Yeah. I want to go look at this card. Is it possible to leave in the middle of this quest? Will the game let me? Nope. Or maybe he will.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment.
No, we're not leaving. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming
You can,
in
but
or
like you will
out
need
must
to
undergo
redo some of
a
the cutscenes.
strict
Oh.
inspection. So the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
What about during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then either.
How can you be so sure?
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time.
J-Paw! You just got her?
I
Nice.
couldn't see Lenny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so
I
much
did
as even
2 wishes.
approached the door,
Not 20,
I
2.
would have noticed it, let
I didn't
alone
get
had
anything.
tried to leave. We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left
She's only
you
level
here.
38 and she's already doing more damage than my name? Than my main?
Alright,
Really?
thank you for
That's
your help.
crazy.
This
Who was
is
your
useful
main?
info.
No one left the Opera House during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those who have their identities cleared by the guards could leave. Shit's like a truck. Oops. Will it let me fast travel? Let's see here. No. What do you expect from a guy with a shotgun and a cannon? Fair enough. Alright, we gotta wrap this up so I can go look at that. Oh yeah, her seat. What was going on? Wait. What? Oh. Molly! Hey,
He's
Molly.
Still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
Wait, that was Molly I talked to?
Lenny's still talking to the guard. I think someone will be...
I guess I can't talk to Molly. Nope. It gave me a check mark. I guess it liked what I did. can't climb up here? How do I get back on the stage over here? What am I looking for now? Oh, Quentin! You can't climb inside of buildings?
The
Yeah.
investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Lenny and Lynette with their side of the investigation.
That's right.
What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
And, yes,
It turns
and?
out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Lenny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Lenny reserved our seats for us too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lenny.
Thanks. Sorry to bother you.
Even though it's bad for Lenny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
The device used during Lenny's magic performance to choose a lucky member of the audience. However, the guards have found that it will generate the exact same number no matter what. Clearly, someone has tampered with it. Or that's intended...
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue.
That's the intended result of it.
Paimon wonders how Lenny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh?
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Just so you're aware.
Very
Whoops.
good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
Damn.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation.
She really do got the firepower? I believe it.
And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
It's pretty relaxed for being accused of murder.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
No. Just your garters.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door isn't the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board.
Why wouldn't he make it the same so it's not easy to
If
tell?
you put two and two together, what do you get?
There's another box inside this one?
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell
Like
you
an
how it
elevator?
works as we head down.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
So, wait, whoa. Was this theater built specifically for Linny's magic trick?
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
Okay.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
She's staring into your soul?
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the
I don't have
outer
a soul.
box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Then what about your side of the trick?
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect.
A
My
phonograph?
assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Why?
Oh, interesting!
Is it interesting?
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
Yeah, they both have, like, feminine outfits.
And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow, every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
Wow, I can tell a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime.
How rude.
Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Oh, baby.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
I won't disappear into thin air, you
Thanks,
know.
everyone. We're counting on you.
Linny gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work. By using a box inside a box, the idea was that the box containing the audience member to be transported across via tunnel underneath, and Linny himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Meanwhile, having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of on-stage interactions. The magic box on stage has an additional layer in the rear, in which Lynette, in Linny's clothes, remained hidden. She appeared at the end of the magic trick and lead people to believe that Linny had been able to instantly move to the box on the other side. The magic box at the center of the audience stands has 2 layers, and beneath is an entrance to an underground tunnel. It's how the lucky audience member was meant to have been transported without the audience noticing. This should be the control device for the trolley. It seems to be able to operate automatically. The ladder is required in order to return to the magic box above. Grappling hook.
Huh. What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Good question.
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
A rope that has fallen to the ground, a metal hook has been tied to one end of the rope. Its use is unclear. Oh, I think it's to climb things you're not supposed to climb. A broken vase?
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear. And here's a broken vase.
Slow dive.
Huh.
What's going on, dude?
Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
I'm tired as fuck.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
There are many pieces of a broken flower vase on one side of the tunnel. All the water within has been spilled. Judging from the distance, it seems unlikely it was knocked over by the trolley meant to transport the magic box. I'm sitting down at the PC finally. Long day. Damn. Hate when that happens. What are you going to... You gonna do some gaming? What's this?
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
The lady didn't mention the guest having a wardrobe change.
Right. And do you really need to do that?
Grounded.
Kidnapping them?
Nice.
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a
She's got
detective
confusing
anymore.
eyes on now. The clothes belong to Halsey. The lady who went missing were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. There's like a Phoenix Wright moment here in Genshin that we're playing right now. High precision is required to complete this magic show, and the track's perfect for making the trolley stay on the desired designated course. All kinds of props and costumes are haphazardly stuffed inside. Oh, here we go. Trolley is crucial for transporting the magic box to the other side. The culprit must have used this to execute their plan. And there's a vent over here. Very sussy. Looks like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
And Lindy and Lynette were in the two magic boxes.
Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Sure. The tunnel vent looks like it would allow one person passage, barely, but leaving along with the missing lady seems an unrealistic prospect. It seems someone could fit through here, spoiler. Return to the surface.
We're just about done investigating down here.
Oh, we're definitely done.
Let's head back up.
Wait, why am I examining the ladder? Oh, fuck me, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be an early bedtime tonight, I think. I got some terrible ass sleep last night.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
Demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape
Bad
through the
sleep
vent?
sucks? Hell yeah.
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Well, there's apparently 2 clues I don't have. Wait, there's a couple more.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
The Oratrice will too?
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it
The
simply,
Oratrice.
it's as if the Oratrice has its own will and is a judge in its
D'Analyse
own right.
Mécanique. I can't remember what it is.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neuvillette called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
The fudge?
Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
Got myself a new game? What, Nick? What game?
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have a point!
Oh, crime scene cleaner.
That said, are they providing food?
I think it's on Game Pass.
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think
You
through
got it
our
on
findings
Steam?
than over some tea and sweets?
Nice.
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon!
Just kidding, just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
Sounds like a fun job. Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here? But how?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Cheerio, tut tut, pip pip.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to
Can't wait
meet
to
the
play it.
demoiselle's baking needs
Is it
whenever
downloading?
fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
What are you gonna make with egg, sugar, and almonds?
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
These three are quite the interesting group.
Must be Spina de Ruzla thing. Yeah, I already said it was on Game Pass. 4 pieces away from a full mermaid outfit? Oh shit.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling. From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty, beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites,
Her macaroons look pretty
It's
good.
a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try, fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit. No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
Her beating arm is strong
All right then.
for beating all those
Down
egg
to
whites.
business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup,
Tanko.
she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings
Are you
with
missing
the
going to
magic
work,
troop's
Yevly?
members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case.
Not really? Yeah, exactly.
Your
Fuck work.
macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet.
They are my
YouTubing is my
specialty
work
after
now?
all.
Hell yeah.
And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3.
Well, when you're a big YouTuber, don't forget about us little people.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
I'm not there yet. One day.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons...
But of course I won't forget you guys.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Balloose, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Yevly, you need to be putting your YouTube shorts on TikTok and Twitch stories.
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Alright, thanks for your help.
I hate the format so bad. Yeah, well. TikTok, what's that?
It was nothing. A small task for
It's the sound a clock makes.
Silver, Maloose, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Neither Cowell or Halsey had a motive. After having talked to Navia, the likelihood of a third person being involved seems very low too.
Alright, it's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Oh, can I leave this place now? Nope. So this is a wait till 10 a.m. Wait, well, this... Will this count if I just go to 10? Let's find out. Nope, it has to be the next day. Tick, 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 tick. See, this is TikTok right here. Tick, 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 tick. Let's participate in the trial. Oh, there's a viewpoint right here. Ortrice Mécanique d'Annalise Cardinal. She figured her again. I forget the name. Charlotte or Deborah or something? Barbara. Ortrice Mécanique d'Annalise Cardinal.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing.
Barbara. Yep.
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you. Ortrice Mécanique d'Annalise Cardinal. Holy fuck.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
Not too good.
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well, now, don't you
At least this isn't John Lee.
disappointed?
John Lee.
Your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Just you wait.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session. Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Everyone in the audience is stunned.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Objection!
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Lenny is clearly lying. There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
My daughter's anti-John Lee because all our friends are pro. I use them, but I'm not anti-John Lee.
Is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
What in the weebs is going on here? It's,
Hang on! Something's not right here.
like Phoenix Wright in Genshin Impact. Salty! How could Linny not know about that sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Uh-oh.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
Probably represent the Oratrice's stance on the trial.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me
How's
to
it going
use
today,
the
Salty?
words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid.
Excuse me.
Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
What does that mean?
House of the Hearth?
They're Fatui?
No wonder they did something like this.
We're sunk.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatsui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
Working like a dog lately? Sounds about right.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that one
Just finished
minute.
day 2 of 6 in a row? Oh, shit.
Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now.
Hate that.
Unless your script already has holes in it. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted?
My job is dumb easy, not making bank, so I'm good with it.
Infighting in Discord, I
Nice.
suppose. This was
Does it get busier in the summertime?
Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
More vehicle accidents and stuff? Linny and Lynette are Fatui.
Order! Order! Mr. Linny, allow me to reestablish
Most of those
the
have
facts.
nothing because cars are
Lady
so
Farina
safe.
has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true? Please answer my question, Mr.
Ooh, serious business.
Sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Oh god, we're in a bad way here.
I knew it.
Well,
We are in a
that's
bad
it.
way.
We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Permission to speak, Your Honor.
Granted.
My client has withheld some key information.
In that case, What
I
is
request a
your
brief
request?
adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
Oh,
The
shit.
defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
Is the audience like a jury? Because if so, I think your client is fucked. Kind of, yeah. It's basically, there's a computer that will render judgment. And the guy that was talking,
This is awkward.
he's kind of like
I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up.
a judge
Sorry,
too, but
Traveler
he doesn't actually lay down judgment, I think.
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad!
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Vatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset.
The Hawk Fatui.
But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But how can we know this isn't all just another lie?
Right. So, you be the judge.
Excuse me.
Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician.
A Fatus?
Trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but...
Where did you actually go while the trick was being performed?
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now!
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
Sometimes Genshin's multiple dialogue options
core is beneath it.
means traveler speaking one whole sentence / paragraph. Yeah, I noticed that.
From that moment on,
Micro Tree, how's it going?
Trick, with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
And what did you find?
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice.
Whose voice?
Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
I'm tired. But why do you want to understand how the Ortrice operates?
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it.
Homicide!
The whole truth.
Spoiler alert.
I swear, I didn't
We
hide
saw the
anything from you this
homicide.
time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I believe in the facts. I will defend you from these charges.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
You're welcome.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Actually, we already have the key evidence we need. We do?
Huh?
The adjournment's almost over. Let's go back.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
I don't. Lenny claims that he headed to the chamber containing the Ortrice core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place, and does not hear the thud. Lenny claims to have heard a mysterious voice within the chamber that houses the Ortrice core within the Opera House's underground structures. The Ortrice Mécanique d'Annelise Cardinal. Oratrice Mécanique d'Annelise Cardinal. The nail-biting trial reconvenes. We're gonna bite some nails.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
It was fact, baby.
Ugh, that took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
Based on the opposition's account of events, you can identify loopholes in their statement. Use evidence and clues obtained during the investigation to refute any erroneous assertions of fact and replace them with new inferences. Use your refutations to convince the audience and obtain more support for the people. The Ortrice will display such shifts clearly. When you find and refute all incorrect content, you can complete the cycle of refutation and unveil the truth. It is Phoenix Wright. Objection.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
Okay.
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud.
Why would he open the box?
He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the Opera House, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linney red-handed. So Linney proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linney passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident. And there you have it. That's the
Give me
truth
one margarita, I'ma
behind
open
what
my
happened.
legs. Give me 2 margaritas, I'ma give you some head. Give me 3 margaritas, I'ma put it in my puss. Give me 4 margaritas, I'ma put it in my... Give me 5 margaritas.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
I do.
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Linney experienced and what he saw.
I haven't said that in a while. Linney entered the tunnel as the countdown began. Something just randomly came to mind. You're slacking off then? Have you heard that other song I was telling you about? Pixie Cat? I don't know what it's called. I don't even remember how it goes now. I don't know what evidence refutes any of these here.
Seems this won't produce a particularly effective rebuttal.
Okay. Excuse me. None of these really seem like refutable things. Well, there's nothing about the vase here. Like these, I can't have used the vase twice to knock this guy out. There's no other clues that I have.
Seems this won't produce.
Oh my god. None of these make... I'm gonna have to just choose them all and see which one it says, like... Because none of these make sense to me.
Lenny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Oh. Oh, what?
Seems this won't produce...
Well, there's only one left. Lenny claims to have heard a mysterious voice within the chamber.
Lenny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
So we're just taking Lenny's word. That's how I'm refuting this.
According to Lenny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say! When the countdown started,
It's just like Phoenix
Lenny
Wright.
did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately.
So we're just taking his word for it.
The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent!
Okay, I guess they like that.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's what he says.
That's right!
Moreover, I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with in a premeditated fashion. However, you say that Cowl bumped into Lenny by chance.
If that's the case, then if Cowl hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Lenny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
True.
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Oh, well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claim?
Do you happen to remember how you refuted Lenny's alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't.
Your claim has now become my weapon. Your claim has also become a critical clue. Which is the evidence that Lenny wasn't in the tunnel when the crime took place? Everything's irrelevant. So it's either information about the missing lady's identity,
That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance.
He could also be a liar.
This means that when the crime happened, Linny had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
How do you like them apples?
Well played.
Thank you.
To think you'd use such logic.
Titch.
Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
The murderer was... Select the gear icons in the interface to check the corresponding case questions. Select answers that fill all the empty gears to verify the correctness of your deduction. If you make any mistakes, you must make another selection from the remaining options. Once you've answered all the questions, you complete this logic chain. The guard's investigation report indicates that the fireworks released near the end of the show ignited and burned through the rope suspending the water tank above the cage. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Cowl in the box below. If Linny is no longer on suspicion, only the other members of the troupe who would have been able to tamper with the props. Linny gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work by using a box inside a box. The idea for the box containing the Eyes member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Linny himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. When she changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of the onstage interactions. Clothes belonging to Halsey, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Who was the only person who could possibly have committed the crime? Is this Halsey here?
Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along?
Nope.
Could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility? The deceased's name is Cowl, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. Could there have been a third person? The deceased's name is Cowl.
Good thing there's no losing state in this.
Huh? That can't be right. Are you serious? The killer was, in fact, Cowl, the deceased!
But why did he do it?
Is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowl did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
How can we envisage Linny as having been able to interfere with the crime?
No one entered or left the Opera House through its entrances. So, where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? The deceased's name is Cowl, Linny's assistant. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. The sound we heard may have come from a clap. Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny was not in the tunnel at...
I don't know what...
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. The sound we heard may have come... No one entered or left the Opera House.
Oh my lord.
The deceased's name is Cowl. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between... It would have been tough for both people to fit. Linny was not in the tunnel.
Well, I got one right.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. Lenny was not in the tunnel. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. It would have been tough for both people to fit into
I didn't see that it was telling me specific questions it's asking me up top.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
Wait, what? Criminal must have understood the methods behind Lenny's magic trick and must have been in a position to easily modify the equipment. Leaving aside how he died, Cal had all the means to commit the crime at his disposal. Strange noise could likely have been the sound of Cowell and Halsey struggling. When he was not in the tunnel for 1 minute, that would have given time for Cowell to bring Halsey out of the magic box in the audience stands. According to Guard's testimony, no one entered or left the opera house, so even if he had taken her, there'd be no means of exiting. Exiting from the box would have been in full view of the audience, pretty much guaranteeing they would be discovered.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Where in the world did Halsey go?
I see how it is. So this was all
I didn't.
just a
I'm.
bluff.
No.
And here I thought you had
Micro
something
tree.
to show for it.
I didn't see that it was changing.
You're still far from the truth.
It was asking me a different question each time I chose a clue. I didn't notice that part.
Since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely. And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Escaping from the water tank. Wait, could it have been the water?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Objection. I mean, hold on a second.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell.
Curb, I'm murdering my new game? Nice.
He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
And where did the missing Halsey go? Oh, I've got a new clue this time.
The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
It keeps crashing? Oh, that sucks. I was also thinking you just did not notice that. No, I didn't. Until it was, like, done, basically, is when I noticed it.
It would have been tough for both people. Halsey's clothing was in the... No one entered or left the op... The vase was
Is the
not
vase...
broken.
I couldn't even got it right on the first try, because the vase wasn't even an option.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment. How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
I request that we examine Cowell's personal effects. We might find something there.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about 2 completely different things.
Are we?
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed
Look at
appear
this
to be at
classy
an
bitch.
impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased Cowell.
The guard returns with news. Refunding?
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately.
Ew, what kind of fluid?
The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea?
Oh, the primordial sea.
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice.
Oh.
The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times.
Oh, I've solved the mystery.
One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
Oh.
You gotta be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Maybe.
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but
A
it's just a
certain
coincidence, isn't
prophecy?
it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Fuck them.
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order!
Damn.
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues.
Really?
Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
The liquid the guards found in Cowell's luggage seems to have the ability to dissolve Fontainians into water. Who's the prime suspect currently? Cowell.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant.
What did the culprit use to control the timing of the dissolution?
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. I remember there was something else within the... The rope that strung the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and cut. Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism.
I guess that one, maybe? What item did the culprit use to dissolve Halsey?
The water from the primordial...
I guess the water from the primordial sea? What item did the culprit use to hide the mechanism behind the crime? This rope?
The rope that strung the water tank up was lit...
Oh, the rope was wrong.
I remember there
Oh.
was something else. Lynette was in the magic box on stage.
It was this.
I remember there was something...
There we go. Okay, now that I see what it's asking me, it's a little easier. Whoa.
It's Detective Paimon's time to shine again! In the original plan, Cowl would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When
It wasn't a wet knot, it didn't
containing
slip.
Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would
We have
pour
no
down
evidence of
and
a
dissolve
balloon.
Halsey. Afterward, Cowl would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
Does it?
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
It's like Paimon just wrote some fan fiction.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, Vaughn.
We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
What?
That can't be. Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
Objection.
Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime.
Okay.
Ultimately, he knocked Cowl out, and the
Prune
tool
injection?
meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon.
Numbers.
Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and
Prune
ruthless
time.
organization. Am I right, Mr. Linny?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here.
Really?
Is this the end of the road?
I have nothing to rebuttal it? Jesus Christ, I straight up lost.
Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
Projection.
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning.
Really?
I believe this is indeed the finale. Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move...
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic?
Classic
I'll show you
Navia.
an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared
She is the
back
party?
in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Linny, if you would be so kind. What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance?
Like a Curb said he was
Come on,
not
Lady
carrying the
Annette.
fight earlier?
Give it
Come
another
on now.
go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf.
They didn't even try to fake a sync?
As a magic
It's
maker
sync
and
to the
stars of
Japanese or Chinese
I
voices or
shall
something
leave
like
the
that.
final performance to you.
I understand.
And voila.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence.
Oh, she made a deal with
I
her?
was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
Halsey and
Don't
Oatsy?
underestimate us three.
She's a man-eater.
I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl. I admit it.
Damn, she's gonna take the fall?
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt.
So how'd she get
I heard
dissolved?
that Linny's show was going to be a real thriller, but I
Lips
missed the
did
chance
sink
to
in the
buy
early
a
Mondstadt
ticket,
quest, though?
so I stole
Yeah,
one.
I think
That's
they
how I
started
make
the
a
game
living.
like that,
I
because
steal
that's
stuff here and
the
there.
beginning stuff.
And I'd never been
I
caught
noticed that as
before.
well.
But I was noticed at the harbor.
So
a
they
few
redid
days
it for
ago,
English,
and
but then
I
they just
barely got
stopped.
away. Lenny was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me.
The dubbing is matched for Chinese,
She even
yeah.
mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure. So I played along with
For
the
real,
show
for
while
real.
looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nap me. I wasn't going to
It's
take
not super
that
matched for
lying
Japanese
down,
either, and we
so
don't really
I
care
knocked him
much.
out
The
and
story
stuffed
still
him
is
into
good.
the box.
Yeah.
There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene.
Ooh,
and
what's
continued
going
hiding
on?
inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
If they're practicing at concealment, probably. Professional thief could make it work.
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that,
How's
I
it
wouldn't
going
have put
tonight?
him in the magic box. I may
Did
be
you
a
do any
thief,
pulling?
But I'm no killer.
Any wishing?
That makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Yeah, now it's time to refute the Hydro Archon's previous reasoning.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Okay, I saw what she said this time. We need to tell it from Lillian's perspective. From her perspective... Linny entered the tunnel. From her perspective... I don't have any she dissolved. Oh my god. What?
Seems this won't
Okay.
The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but was smashed during the struggle between Lillian and Cowl.
Damn it.
Lillian was afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so she changed clothes and hid, biding her time. Just what one might expect of an experienced thief. The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lillian's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
There we go.
And it's Ace Detective Paimon!
Man, I didn't think this trial was going to take quite as long. I was hoping to have been in bed about half an hour ago.
Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowl leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved.
You're nowhere close, I think? Well, I think it's getting near the end of it, finally.
He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian
I would hope
back
so.
into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowl out and putting him in the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Oh, it's even now. Might have to finish it like tomorrow or something. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow, but
Guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So she has been trapped in the opera house these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about
wow,
a
can you see
sneaky
her
thief.
steal them in that cutscene or no?
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole
No, you can't?
story. Bravo! Bravo!
Thank you.
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements?
She's like Edgeworth right now, like ugh!
Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not
She was
leave
trying
the
to
room
leave.
before the proceedings have
Exit stage
concluded.
left even.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Man, the audience in this courtroom was just Redditors being like, yeah, I knew there was something fishy from the start. I knew that I was testing you earlier by pretending I believed it.
Wow, look at that. She's like a deflated balloon now.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events.
No, you don't have to do that.
The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowl, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list.
What's his end goal, though?
With some modifications to the selector,
Courtroom
he
is
could
run by
ensure
the
that
dad and
pre-selected
her daughter?
young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowl thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was
Spoiled
dissolved.
daughter?
He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's
Oh yeah,
lid.
there were balloons, that's right.
Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the
Oh,
water.
they never really said that the hook was used for lowering.
If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved.
Or if
at
they
this
did,
time.
I missed it.
However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim.
But why was he dissolving people?
Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings.
No, they didn't. They just assumed it was obvious. It was not obvious to me. I just assumed that it was some sort of mechanical device they were using to raise and lower the boxes. Boredom living in Genshin? Who's bored?
From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent. While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately...
How you liking this quest? Ashton! It's interesting. I didn't notice how some of the things were working at the start, so I was doing it totally wrong. But once I figured out how, like, what it was actually asking me, then it went smoother. But the first time, I was like, I don't know what I have to choose here. None of these look like they make sense. But then when I figured out what it was asking me, it was like, oh, okay, I got it. Not you, the killer, was bored? Oh.
This case, at least,
I suck at debate shit?
to the Oratrice to make the final
Yeah,
decision.
it was good once I got it going, though. It's time for the Oratrice Mécanique. Wait, Oratrice d'Annalise Mécanique Cardinal. You gotta love it when the story is based on people becoming puddles. Yeah, like, what was Cowell's... Why was he turning people into water? What was he getting out of this?
As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Who knows? That part doesn't matter. He doesn't need a reason. He doesn't need a motive.
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Let's not celebrate just yet.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me
He
to
was
make a
bored
serious mistake,
and a sick
you know.
satisfaction. That's the reason
Or
why.
was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dare to bring before this court?
Ooh.
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes?
Vaughn, you fucker.
I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
What's Coupon Town?
I was just following orders.
Orders from who?
We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
Oh, it's an actual thing?
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of
Drink
the,
the
water have been
puddle
revealed,
fluid?
you have become a liability to said higher-ups.
Gamer girl puddle fluid?
Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration.
Oh yeah, it's like drugs.
We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about.
He's gonna get assassinated right now? Oh, he's turning into water. Druggies everywhere in Genshin? He turned into water.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
No, dude, turn yourself into a puddle, let them wonder. So that's what it looks like if a gamer steps out into the sun or opens some blinds. I'm gonna write that down.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
How did he get splashed? However, nothing is left on the scene apart from the liquid left behind from after Vaughn dissolved. Oh, Paimon took her glasses off.
We're just going back now?
Problem seems to have been solved for now.
That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Lenny...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now.
I love the
Maybe
different
you don't
story
even wanna
styles in
look at
each
me.
nation. Yeah. Well, you know what? It seems like there's been a lot of talking going on in this mission or whatever, but there's nothing that's kind of been, like, unnecessary. Like, when we were in Sumeru, there was just so much talking that didn't matter. Yeah, nothing feels like a drag. Yeah, exactly. Like, in Sumeru, it was just like, oh my god, like, fuck.
But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end. Even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
Sumeru, I fell asleep some parts.
But
Can't blame you.
regardless, I'd like
He had
the
a false
opportunity to
puddle
set things
fluid
straight.
tooth he bit down on? Oh. I'll go back to Sumeru and do the stuff later, but I want to get through the, Archon story.
I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny
I hope
this
this plot
entire
motivates
time.
you to play more. Oh, yeah.
As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The knave? The one who controls the House of the Heart?
Some character quests, too. Yeah, there's so much content for me to do.
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story?
Oh, God, Linny. I gotta go
It's
to
about my
bed.
past.
Fuck.
Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how
He asked
pulled off
me,
his amazing
do I want to
tricks.
hear a story, and doesn't let me reply and just starts telling me the story.
I took my sister through several streets until we found
Like,
a
what a
crowded
fucker.
corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there.
Prune.
To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from. for a
Prune time.
But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first, too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks.
Aw.
He would constantly take me to all sorts of
What a
banquets
wiener.
to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
Yes.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me.
Bro, is trauma dumping? Yeah, exactly.
We waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift.
Good lord.
I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
That's fucked up.
Oh no.
So he was going to...
But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care.
Good lord.
They have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
Villains.
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in,
Let me tell you why I'm not evil and not after you for anything. If this was me, I'ma be... It's suspicious.
All I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood. And the knave standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could
The
come
base
to any
knave?
harm.
Yeah.
And I even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans. Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer.
Lying rule number 1, all lies are mixed with truth to make it believable.
The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you.
Are we the baddies?
Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here.
Are the Fatui the good people and we're the baddies?
I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
The knave is after the Gnosis, isn't she? Depends on who you
has
ask.
Her own plans. She has gained permission from the Sarita to first use the Gnosis's power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. Everyone at Hotel Bouffe d'été, including the knave, has their roots in
Bouffe
Fontaine.
d'été?
And we will always defend our homeland.
I don't know what that means.
To us orphans, the only connection
Hotel
we
Bouffe?
have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
I'm sorry, but I still can't completely trust
It's
you.
all right. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me.
Okay.
I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
I understand. Turn my back to him, flip him the bird, keep on walking. Bye, fucker. I must have got some sort of reward for doing this. Oh god.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it?
Shoto!
I feel that we're getting closer to solving
Summer
the serial
food, apparently in
disappearances
English?
case, though. Don't you think so too?
Really?
Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
I was really only trying to defend Linny.
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now?
Cold case detective.
And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah, I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all.
Summer buffet, not polite term for food, more like maybe grub? Oh, summer grub? Hotel of summer grub?
Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that, Navia.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too.
Summer grub hub. Oh.
It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer.
Summer grub hub.
Sorry about that.
We buying food?
I
No.
am a bit prone to nostalgia.
Linny said that it was hotel. What was it? Hotel Bouffe d'été? Or something like that?
Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets
All the events
later.
curb is never going to bed? I know,
Anyway,
fuck.
It would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Well, if you say so.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navi is treating, count Paimon in.
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the Court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
The Hotel de Boer.
All right then, let's have our farewell meal.
Whew, baby. All right. 30 primo. I got 30 primos for that? That's it? The fudge? You get 1 pull for completing that also? Oh, do you? Oh, up here? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. But before we do anything else, well, I'm not gonna do anything else, but next time, I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I'm gonna go to bed now. Lily didn't like the cakes. I'm gonna do the same, Peaks Cat. I want to look at this card. Let's go to bed. Alright, I'll see you in a minute. Oh yeah. Let's talk to Prince. Support card. It's one of the new ones, I think. No, event. Maybe you can't buy it. Oh yeah, it is. It is. This is a new one, right? Is it not? I'd never seen it before. Maybe I just saw it because it's new. A new character. Bobby! Ooh, guns, guns, guns! What's going on, Bobby? Yeah, when I played against Shilonin, she had this card in her deck. And I was like, who are those two dudes with hats? I've never seen them. And then all of a sudden, I see him in this quest I just did. Excuse me. Actually, maybe this is the one that I was seeing. Oh, yeah. Also, this one as well. The White Glove and the Fisherman. Excuse me. Oh, my God. They changed the top layout on mobile. Always be fucking shit up. You came at the perfect time, Bobby. I'm going to bed now. I'm tired as fuck. I might be back tomorrow, depending how I feel. At work tomorrow, we have the tarps coming in, which is generally the worst fucking day of my life, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Damn. Well, hopefully I'll see you next time, old buckaroo. Let's see, I have 1 wish and I have 1,000 primos. So it's basically a tenner. Well, maybe we'll get lucky and I'll actually get her, but probably not. And then we'll continue on with this boy. Like the faint moonlight of yesteryear. That's sadly not 10 wishes. It's close. It's close. I need like 400 primos. So, anyways, I'm at 60-ish, I think. Damn! Ballin'. That's crazy, dog. Shows how much copium I have when I pull. Copium? Alright, YouTube. Have a good evening. I'll see you later on YouTube. And goodbye, Kick. No one likes you.